Hey there, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot for the week of November 5th through the 12th, 2023. Still doing, of course, the same spread as before. We're talking about spiritual themes, money, messages, challenges, and love. But I wanted to do things a bit more casual and a bit more formal at the same time. And so I'm actually going to be charging and shuffling and, programming and blessing these cards on camera, and that way you can see my process not only for getting into the cards, but then watch the reading unfold from there in a way that might kind of give you more context as to how I do my thing. That being said, don't forget, if you ever want to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website, integrativemysticism.com, and don't forget to check your rising sign for more clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign forecast is showing up, and don't forget to check out your moon sign for the less prominent side story of the week, because that's how I charge my cards. So let's see what's going on here. All right. Spiritual themes, money, messages, news from other people, challenges, and love. Okay. So this week you've got the Five of Wands upright for your big spiritual theme or the big focus. And with the Five of Wands, this is going to be a week where you're going to find that a lot of commitments that you have are all kind of growing bigger at the same time. They're all becoming a lot more demanding and even competing for your time and your space. The Five of Wands can be really good for you because there's also going to be an opportunity for you to make some serious competitive scores throughout the week, both professionally and not professionally, but you are going to need to be ready to throw your weight around a little bit. You may also find that this is a week where if you have been kind of passive or meek or timid, you've got some competition for some of the things that you are trying to accomplish. And so you are going to need to make yourself a much more, prominent presence in the eyes and in the minds of others. Be careful, however, with the Five of Wands upright. It's about finding the balance of being assertive, but not turning into so aggressive that it's toxically awkward. Make sure also with the Five of Wands upright that you are giving yourself a chance to juggle more than one commitment at a time with grace this week. Do not shut down things that are growing in your favor just because it might seem too busy. You're just going to find a way to work it out. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs, and your home and family life, you've got the Knight of Wands reversed. And this week, you may find that somebody's inconsistent or maybe flaky or erratic behavior could be causing some problems for you, whether it's with a financial situation or it could be something going on with a work project, a client, a teammate. I'm not sure. But with the Knight of Wands reversed, what we do often see is a situation where somebody is spazzing out. They're being rash. They are being maybe scatterbrained. They're not thinking things through. They're making calls, making assumptions where they should not. And sometimes with the Knight of Wands reversed, we even see a situation where somebody might be kind of their own undoing in this situation. Their performance is starting to slip, or they're just becoming very inconsistent, or maybe the project or the plan that we have is becoming very flimsy. This is a week where we have to make sure that we get rid of all X factors like this, whatever is going on, and see what we can do to maybe strengthen what we really care about with this situation, what really is supposed to matter, and make sure that we're not letting any more fakes and flakes into the space. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, we've got the Temperance card upright. And the Temperance card upright is all about blending. It's all about recuperation, but it's also about healing. And it does look like there may be something going on this week where you and a contact, a friend, a relative, or maybe even a professional contact are going to be joining forces in mending something that has been off for some time. Now, whether this is something off between you and them in terms of your connection to them, or something off that is important to both of you, or this could be somebody stepping forward and helping you to mend or heal or repair something that has been off in your life. Luckily, with the Temperance card upright, though, it is all working in your benefit, and maybe theirs as well. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Six of Pentacles reversed. Pay close attention to where you need to maybe be a much more careful bouncer and gatekeeper in your life. The Six of Pentacles reversed as a challenge can often require us to be ready to say no, be ready to kick people out, be ready to cut people off, be ready to close the gates on people or on situations that obviously don't belong or they're creating problems, kind of like what we saw with that Knight of Wands reversed. Sometimes this can be a tough card because you might feel bad about being a gatekeeper, even though it's required. If things are going to turn out well, we do need gatekeeping every once in a while, right? You wouldn't want me going out and being a cardiologist. I have no training. So gatekeeping is essential in many, many spaces. And I think that with the Six of Pentacles reversed, you may be challenged to be a better gatekeeper in your own world and your own goings-on. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Eight of Pentacles reversed. And the Eight of Pentacles reversed is indicating that this week, if we're not careful, a miscommunication or a misunderstanding or an overlooked detail could snowball if we're not careful. A lot of the times the Eight of Pentacles reversed, it just can sometimes show up where people are not thinking or digging as deeply as they should with what they are working on, right? They are just looking at something for the surface, or they're assuming they understand something when they don't. This can sometimes happen in new relationship situations, or maybe if you're single or available, you're meeting somebody new, something not getting said properly, or maybe with the Eight of Pentacles reversed, maybe something being misheard or forgotten, and we could end up with some snafus there. For those of you who are coupled or are married, this could be something going on between you and your partner, or it could be something that does impact the relationship, or maybe something that is of joint interest to each of us. With the Eight of Pentacles reversed, though, whether or not this is something that is serious or this is something that can be quickly caught and even chuckled about, again, depends on the situation and the people involved. This doesn't have to be a bad week in love, but we want to make sure that we just don't leave things to get bigger, right? Leave problems to get bigger, or just kind of watch things grow. Whatever mistakes are getting caught, or slights, or accidental hurt feelings, or missed details, anything can be fixed so long as you are willing to talk about it and people are capable of talking about it intelligently. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.